Okay, legal gangsters, look, it is finally here. You all have been waiting for this information about y'all federal gun rights restoration. Y'all been asking questions. It is finally here, and you get a chance. You get an opportunity to be a part of the decision making process in restoring your federal gun rights. So, this is what I need you to do first: get a pen, paper, your phone to take notes, whatever. But this video, of course, will stay up and it will be available for you to come back to, because I'm going to put some important information in the description for you regarding this federal gun rights information that I'm about to give you. Okay? I need you to subscribe. I need you to like. I need you to come back to this channel, and I need you to share this information with anyone you know can use it. All right. And it's a lot of people who've been waiting to get their federal gun rights back. So look, let's look at this information that's on the screen. I'm going to read it, and then I'll tell you about the portal or the comment section that has been opened for you to add your comments to. Okay. Federal site that has been opened for you to add your comments. Okay, let's get over here. Restoring federal gun rights. What you need to know. After over 30 years, y'all, a pathway to restore federal firearm rights has finally reopened, thanks to the efforts led by President Donald Trump and Attorney General Pam Bondi. This document that we're about to go over, it's brief, it's not long, but it's important information in here. This document summarizes the proposed rules, its history, the key players, and what it means for individuals affected by federal firearms disabilities. In other words, individuals such as yourself who has been locked out of your Second Amendment rights due to a felony conviction. All right, let's go on. Background and history. In 1968, Congress passed the Gun Control Act, which included 18 U.S.C. 925C, allowing individuals barred from firearm ownership to apply to the Attorney General to restore those rights. In 1992, Congress defunded the program, effectively freezing it for over 3 decades. Between 1985 and 1990, the ATF processed applications, but due to lack of clear criteria, many violent felons were mistakenly granted relief, prompting Congress to halt the process. Okay, and that's why the process halted in 1992. Now, President Trump, Bondi, and the comeback. Okay, so as of March the 20th, 2025, the DOJ, Department of Justice, under Attorney General Pamela Bondi, who was appointed by President Donald Trump, revoked the ATF's authority, okay, and resumed oversight of 925C. So that has happened as of March of 2025. President Trump supported reopening the application process to restore Second Amendment rights. Now, a lot of you all who may be against President Donald Trump may be thinking, well, he only did this because he's a convicted felon. No, he supported this during his first candidacy, his first presidential candidacy. Okay, if I'm saying it right. So he supported this already. So it's not because of him being a convicted felon. Edward R. Martin Jr. leads the office of the pardon attorney, overseeing this new process. Okay. So what's happening right now? What's happening right now? As of July the 22nd, 2025, today is July the 23rd. So this just happened less than 24 hours ago. The DOJ, Department of Justice, published a proposed rule setting eligibility, presumptive disqualifications, required documentation, and a $20 fee. Now listen, this right here, it includes 5 and 10-year waiting periods depending on the offense, and relief does not override state law restriction. Okay. So really what this saying right here, well, let's finish real quick. DOJ must notify local law enforcement of each applicant, and up to 1 million people are expected to apply in the first year. Now let's go back a moment to what's new right now, what's happening right now. With this moment in time for this event as of July the 22nd, 2025, it allows you to be a part of this process. One of the biggest things that individuals always say is, my voice is never heard. I never get a chance to be a part of the decision-making process. At this point in time, you have an opportunity to be a part of the decision-making process when it comes to the rights restoration of your firearm rights, okay? Your felon firearm rights. You have an opportunity, and this just opened yesterday. So you are at the beginning of the opportunity. It's a window. It's from yesterday up until October, but get in now. Excuse me, because at this time, I think only 56 people have commented. Okay. So, but anyway, let's go to why this matters. This reopens a long closed pathway for Second Amendment rights restoration. This balances public safety with second chances for rehabilitated individuals. For individuals such as yourself, this is the opportunity. Listen closely and please share this information. Okay. The DOJ seeks public input, your input. They want to hear what you have to say. This is your opportunity to be not only a part of getting your gun rights back as a convicted felon, but being a part of history. Okay. They want to know what you think about this. They want your comments. So right now, the Department of Justice, the DOJ, is seeking public input to finalize fair, effective guidelines, to finalize the process. Okay. So now what you can do, you're going to visit the Federal Register page. This is the link. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to close this screen just in a second, and I'm going to show you this actual page where you can add your comments. Not only am I going to do this, but I'm also in a description to this video. I am going to give you a sample of the comment that you should add. Okay. You can tweak it. You can do whatever. You don't even have to use it, but I'm going to give you an example of what they're looking for. And as a matter of fact, the requirements. Okay. Now it says scroll down. It's just right here. It's telling you what to do when you get to the register page. Scroll down to submit a public comment. Submit your comment before October the 20th. Share this with everyone you know before October the 20th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Speak on what crimes should disqualify someone. Now you think about it. You think about if someone was carrying a weapon and they were a convicted felon, what crimes you would not want that person to have or have been convicted of. Okay. How long the waiting period should be, and how the application process can be made fair, okay, and accessible. These are the things you need to add. It's a space to put like 5 years, 10 years, depending on if you're a felon of a nonviolent offense, or if you have a misdemeanor offense that is somewhat violent. Okay. Information. All right. Then you're going to use docket number. And again, this is going to be in the description, OAG-191 / document 2025-13765 in your comments. All right. And now what I'm going to do, like I say, this video will be up. You all know, one of the biggest questions that's constantly asked, how, as a convicted felon, will you be able to get your gun rights back? That's something you all always ask. So now I'm going to show you the actual screen to the portal or to the page where you can submit your comment. So you'll know what it looks like when you get there. So give me a moment. Let me change the screen and yep, that's the right one. Okay. Here's the page. You all see where it says application for relief from disabilities imposed by federal laws with respect to the acquisition, receipt, transfer, shipment, transportation, or possession of firearms. This is it right here. This is your space for comments. You could add a file if you want to, your email address, and they require it. You see, it says this will not be posted. I'm sorry, they're not going to post your email on the public page, but they do, I think, require your email. But you'll see. Just fill this in because this is new to me as well. I'm just excited for you all to be able to get your gun rights back. And personally, my story is my baby brother was murdered, okay, with a gun. But I wholeheartedly believe that everyone deserves the right to protect themselves. And especially if you have a non-violent felony conviction, I believe you should have your rights restored. That's what I believe. Also, it's a space and it's a thought right now that after a certain amount of time, violent convicted felons may also be able to get their rights back. But after a certain amount of time of proving that they deserve their rights back, this is not just being handed out, you all. This is being thoroughly thought through. Okay, it's being thoroughly thought through, and that's why they want public opinion, your opinion. So add your opinion to this. And right here, you put you see, you could select to submit as the individual, as an organization, or you can do it anonymously. So if you can do it anonymously, I'm sure the email is not required, but they might want the email so they can send you updates personally, straight to you on the process of what's going on. Okay, well, there it is, you all. That's the Federal Register. Again, every time I find out anything about this, I'm going to update it here. So you all do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to share this information because it's so many people affected by this. And remember, Second Amendment rights, that's a constitutional right, so let's get it started, you all. This is Sean Lacey, aka Ms. Officer. This is the Legal Gangsta Network, and we will keep you informed every time we know something. All right. God bless you. Love you. I look forward to hearing from you. You can put your comments, things that you have questions about, but my goal is to make sure everything is answered here in this video and as well as in the description. All right. This is Sean Lacey, aka Ms. Officer, signing out. Have a blessed day, y'all. God bless.